These Biscotti all'arancia, Italian orange cookies, are an impressive cookie to serve up all year round. During the holidays, I like to add a few extra spices, some cinnamon and nutmeg to give them that festive feel. To your bowl, add 140 grams, 2/3 a cup of softened butter. To this, add 150 grams, 3/4 cups of granulated sugar. You're going to cream this together either with a mixer or by hand. About halfway through this process, I like to scrape down the sides of the bowl to make sure everything is nicely mixed in together. Then add in 2 eggs, one at a time. Make sure it's fully combined before adding in the next one. Again, make sure the sides of your bowl have been scraped down. Now add in your second egg. We do them individually because it allows for consistency and the best results every time. Then add in half a tablespoon, 6 grams of vanilla extract. You could also add in 1 teaspoon, 4 grams of orange extract if that's what you have on hand. Now add in the zest from 2 medium oranges. This really boosts that orange flavor. You'll also need to add in half a cup, 124 grams or 124 milliliters of orange juice. You could do this from a carton, but I like to use the juice from a fresh orange. If your oranges feel quite tough, you can pop them in the microwave for about 10 to 15 seconds, and that will really help release the juices. Then add your orange juice to your butter mixture. I like to put mine through a sieve to make sure I get any of the little pips out. Then give that another mix. Now let's set that aside while we mix together our dry ingredients. To 470 grams or 3 3/4 cups of plain or all-purpose flour, add in 16 grams, 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Then add in 1 gram, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Give that a good mix with a fork. Now slowly add it to the wet ingredients. If you added it all at once, you might have a giant cloud of flour in your kitchen. Once everything's mixed together, I like to give it one final mix by hand. Your dough should be pretty thick, but a little bit sticky. I'm just making sure there's no dried flour bits stuck to the bottom and everything is nicely mixed together. If you feel like your dough is too sticky to work with at this stage, refrigerate it for 2 hours or up to overnight. But I roll mine in balls before refrigerating because it makes baking them that much easier. Keep your hands a little bit damp with cold water so that the dough doesn't stick. I use a cookie scoop for this, but you could just as easily use a tablespoon. And just roll yourself a little ball of your dough. And drop it into a bowl of icing sugar. Then toss that around so that everything is nicely coated and stick it on your baking tray. Make sure to wet your hands every now and again if they're feeling a little sticky. Continue rolling the rest of your dough into balls. Hey guys, Future Danny here. I just wanted to say if you enjoyed this video, please help me out by liking and subscribing. I know every YouTuber says this, but it really does show YouTube that my videos are valuable and it will help them share it with other people like you. I really appreciate it and thank you so much. We're going to refrigerate these for a minimum of 2 hours or overnight. Preheat your oven to 175 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the cookies have been refrigerated, roll them again in that powdered sugar. If you don't, you won't get that beautiful crackle on the outside. Leave a little bit of room between each cookie, but they don't spread too much. They stay really high and fluffy because of all of that baking powder. And into the oven. These will need to bake for 12 to 15 minutes. Don't they just look so beautiful and inviting? Let them cool for a few minutes on the tray and then move them onto a cooling rack to cool completely. They're soft and tender and sweet and a little tangy with the orange. Perfect with a coffee, as a snack, or for the holidays. If you'd like to make these ahead, freeze the dough once you've rolled them in the powdered sugar the first time. Once you've taken them out of the freezer, roll them back in powdered sugar one more time to make sure they're really coated. Then you can bake from frozen and just add a minute or 2 to your baking time. If you're a fan of citrusy Italian cookies, you have to try my lemon ricotta cookies. And if you liked this video, please head down below and hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.